It's on now. Can you hear me now? We'd like to welcome you to the Ottawa Church of Christ. If you are visiting with us, and you indeed are honored guests, and we would like to have you to fill out one of the visitors cards on the pew in front of you. Also, reminders, the young parents, if you have children that needs the nursery, do we have nursery this evening? But anyway, if you have needs of the training room here in the back, or nursery, it's down the hall to the left. We have some good news. We have David, Susan, and Kelby Crownover, who has committed to work under the oversight of the elders here at the Ottawa Church of Christ. Raise your hands. And so we welcome them on board, and we're glad to know that they wanted to become members here at the Ottawa Church of Christ. On the sick list, there are numerous on the sick list. We ask you to please continue to remember these in your prayers, and we just ask you to please let us let them know that we're thinking about them in a continual way. Dennis is going to come up in a few minutes and talk to us about the Wednesday, October digital parenting class. But before that, participating in the worship services this evening is Leonard Brown will have the opening prayer. Jason Gephardt will have lead us in singing. Lynn Carson will have the scripture reading. And Brother Eric Garner will have our sermon. The Lord's Supper will be Larry Judd, and Daniel Ramsey will have our closing prayer. Thank you. I've been encouraged to remind us how the building fund is growing over here, and we, the elders, want you to know that we have put a certain amount out of the general church contribution contributing to that, but we'd like for you to have a part in the growth of that number over here. So if you want to do so, please make your contribution made out to the building fund if you're giving us a check. So please make it out so Ty and Laura can distinguish where it goes, okay? Thank you.
Good evening. Wanted to say something as far as this Wednesday night. We will kick off for the month of October on Wednesday nights in the fellowship hall. We will be having a parenting class wrapped around digital parenting. And if you don't know what that is, everybody's got a smartphone now, right? So you can't even buy a flip phone anymore. But do you know all the dangers that are behind it with your kids, of what they can get into, what they can hack, things that you can look through their phone and you can see Facebook or Instagram, and then they will have a whole nother avenue that they can go that you never know about. So this class is what that is for. The dangers of the digital age, to keep them safe, to make sure you're in tune with how they're using their devices. So Jason Brazier, he was here a couple of weeks ago with the counseling side of things, but he's willingly accepted to come back and talk about this for October.